Hello everyone. You might be wondering how often you should clean your cube. One good way to do it is when it starts to feel dry. You can take it apart and clean it once a month. It's probably a good idea as well. Taking it apart is actually pretty simple. You just want to have it around this angle, pull, and so once you've done this, you just start taking the rest of them apart. And well, taking stuff apart is not very hard. It's hard to put it back together. If you've taken anything apart before, you always have extra screws, and you're like, well, maybe it wasn't that important. But the reason why you want to clean this is because here, around this area, if you don't clean it, there will be a buildup of hair and stuff here, which is gonna cause friction in the cube. You might be able to like take apart, kind of like just look at the cube, go like this, and you're like, oh, well, it's not dirty, it looks clean. Maybe even like just run a Q-tip around it and you're like, oh, it's clean now. But you're not seeing in here, inside, and here, you'll be surprised how much hair there's in here. And that buildup of hair is causing friction, and you're not getting what you're paying for. You're paying for this cube that's like top of the line. They work really hard on it, and you paid a lot of money for it as well, and you're selling yourself short just because not cleaning it. Trust me, I did this for a while. When I started, I was cleaning it all the time, pretty consistent, and then I just started doing the Q-tip thing. And then after a while, I took it apart the other day. To my surprise, he was like full of hair right here. And well, obviously that's why it didn't feel as fast anymore and not very smooth. So you start taking your cube apart. Taking it apart, like I said, is pretty easy. Just fixing stuff is what's hard. So once you have it like this, like I said, what really works really well is a Q-tip, maybe some baby wipes to clean it right here. But what you really want to make sure, there is a buildup of hair like here around this area, and you really want to look for that. You can take this apart if you want. I personally, I don't, but it's really up to you. But you'll be surprised if you never take these things apart, how much hair and stuff is built up here, and it's not as smooth anymore. You find yourself using another cube more than this one, and this one used to be your favorite, but for some reason you don't grab it as much anymore. And big surprise, if you take it apart, there is all this stuff in here that you don't ever see. Might want to use a magnifying glass because their hairs are so tiny, especially if there isn't good lighting. Yep. So then you just continue cleaning them. Make sure you get all of them. So when you're cleaning, you want to really get in between here. Sometimes there's like a lot of buildup here. So you really want to do that. Clean all of them really well. And then once you're done, you just start putting it back together. You look for the ones that have yellow on the bottom. This one is orange. We're gonna start with the orange one. So yellow facing down, and you just kind of slide it in there. Then this one, the corner, which is right here, one of these ones, right here. Oh my goodness, where are you? Here we go. There's part of that one. And then the green one with the yellow on the bottom, you kind of slide it. You want to put the blue one here. You don't want to do the corner first. You want to do this one, and you kind of like slide it in there. Then you do the corner. Or let it go right here. No, that's not the one. Where are you, man? Right here. Oh, no, that's not what. Hey. That's right. Yeah, where are the corners? Where you go, man? So that's orange. Orange and blue. Orange and blue. Oh. Yay. Uh-oh. Is it supposed to go like that? Oh. Yay. Yeah, my goodness. Anyways, when you start this one, you put the one in the middle here. And you kind of slide it in here. Okay. Then you put this ones in there in the right order, obviously. Okay. Oh my goodness. Yeah, those magnets. Here, did the bottom part. And now you want to put the ones that go on the side, which are these ones. See, not to be confused with other ones. There's other ones that like this. Might get confused with the ones that have the white on the side. These have colors on both sides. You find where it goes and slide it down. This one. It's this one right here. Slide it down. Oh. There we go. And then this one. Slide it down. I feel like here I'm like halfway done. Like first time I took it apart, I had to look at a video and I wasn't sure I was gonna be able to put it back together. This one is the one that you want to start with the corners. You do not want to force this thing. You kind of like find the right angle, like right here, and wiggle it. Do not force it because you are gonna break it, and really don't want to do that, man. And then this one, this is the corner. You want the white facing up. Like I said, you want like, you'll get it in there like. Then this one goes here, like so. And like want to move it at an angle, and then like wiggle it a little bit. You don't want to push it, just wiggle it and it'll work itself in there. And we'll do the green one. And then the corner. Okay, almost done. Here is the one that goes in the center and in the edge here. Okay, so this one goes here, and you want to kind of like have it like so, like wiggle it in there. And it'll sit right there. Put this last one, you want to put it here, open it, and put it in there. Kind of like wiggle it. For a couple of times, kind of weird, but you get used to it and you get good at it. There it is. Once you are done here, you can take some lube, put it in here, right in there. On the bottom, on that little ball, and then turn it around, do the same thing in there.